Ride around town in my spaceship. Everybody changing, yeah, they shape shit. Tryna find my purpose, where my placement. Rep that 80 to the day I made my exit. Cut it just like you ain't nothing different, homie. I'm motivated, time to get it, all about my money. I don't care about the fame jewels or the fancy cars. I want my family situated, they can quit the jobs.
I want my family situated, I wanna see you win, even if we ain't related. Being in the bottom, the basement, I'm the roasted group below the payment.
Ready to shoot. Got the crew, got John with the camera. Got my boy Papo.
Already.
I can share the noise over there. We got Biggs, you know what I'm saying? Got the microphone and everything, you know what I'm saying? Spotify, Tune, everywhere. Oh, you want to be in there? At the video shoot, yeah. Got John G right there in the back. Have you been let in touch? That's what the church says, right? Pero B.
Hey, I'm back. Hey, Pedro Bad, High Beat the Records. What's up? Y'all know what time it is. We about to get this shit poppin'.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Waiting on my boy Drastiko. But let's go set up real quick. Oh, it is, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck not to fuck with you. That's my boy, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But pull up with the props again.
Alright, so you know what I thought?
Come back. One niggas in my mule, you know what I'm saying?
There you go. So we gonna do our scene still? I thought we were just doing his. Oh, okay.
Why he bring his?
Yeah.
It's just the shit I had about, you know, the prop for the video.
Yeah.
So I think he wants to set up on
So we up in the north, getting it in.
this one, got
Or just go with the Cadillac at the car wash on the north side.
the guy in, bro.
Over here just setting up. Right there look good.
What do you think's the best gift for her?
Alright, for the vlog real quick.
She said it's 9 o'clock, they shut down.
She's so mad.
She's so mad.
She ain't make it on time.
She was hitting the brick wall and shit.
I thought she was gonna smash her head.
You sons of bitches.
Oh, this
She probably broke that glass right there.
I just wanted to use the restroom.
I just want to use red.
Just first question, just let people know who you are, introduce yourself.
My name's Drastiko. I'm from H. Been doing music a long time, man, and strictly for the underground, true lyricist, you know. Music from the soul, that's what it's about. From the heart.
How did you came up with the name Drastiko?
Drastiko, man, Drastiko, you know, it was given to me because, you know, I started, you know, back in the day when I was in middle school, man, you know, doing graffiti. So graffiti was my first love, bro. And then after that, you know, I was writing Drast, D-R-A-S-T. And then I became Drastic. And then I just changed it, you know, after that. I added an O, wanted to be in Spanish, you know, so I put, I labeled it as Drastico, so that's where that came from, you know. You know, I love hip hop, man.
So I seen you work with a lot of underground, not underground, but Houston legends like K Reno, Tommy G. How did that project with K Reno came about?
That project with K Reno, man, because I met him, you know, back in 2011, man. I met him and I got him on a feature on one of my albums, my first project I was working on, all original albums. So I featured him, and from there, you know, we built a relationship. You know, that's the brother, you know. So after that, you know, throughout the years, you know, we started working on tracks, and I told him, bro, let me just put a EP together, you know. So I called it Throughout Time, you know. So basically, what I did. So for 2011, I just flipped the numbers, and it was 1102 for that track. And and so on. You know, as the years those tracks were recorded on. That was it. And you know, Tommy G, you know, I just reached out to him. You know, as soon as he came home, and he reached back, man, and showed a lot of love, man. And that's how that went about, man. And it's a blessing, you know, growing up, listening to these guys, and then working with them. You know, there's tons of other music, you know, other artists I want to work with, you know, later. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but that would be dope. You know, a track with Scarface, Zero, and other artists, you know.
All right, for somebody who never heard your music, which album would you recommend for them to listen to first that best describes you?
Man, best describes me now, I would say it would be Reflections of a Man, bro. That album right there, man, I dropped it, I believe, almost a year and a half ago. And I think that's the one I poured my heart into. Not saying I didn't pour my heart into my other projects, but this one is different, man. And I just love it, man. But if you go back to Die Slow, The Warning, anything that you would find in the hood, you know, old music from like 2003, you would hear how Drastiko evolved throughout time, man. You know, it's all growth, man. We can't stick to doing the same thing, man. You know, we're on the road to self-destruction, and you know, we hit that bump, that damn curve, you know, one day, and then we just wake up, bro, wake up from it, and life continues, you know.
All right, last question. What's next for Drastiko?
Next for Drastiko, I got a project called Still Famished I've been working on, and then I want to drop a Spanish album, full Spanish album, and then a few other projects, man. But you know, it's all on my time, you know. You know, I don't rush things like I did back then. I just take my time with it, put out music when I want to, and if you listen to it, you listen to it. If you don't, you don't. You know, but just know we're bringing that authentic music, man. We do.
But I've been patiently waiting, but my time hasn't come yet. Feel like I overslept, and I just barely missed it. Got a little gas in the tank. After this, I might be homeless. Been counted out by many, trying to pull the greatest upset. In too deep, a little further, might just read something. Better to turn it back and going home and achieve. Run around town in my spaceship. Everybody changing, yeah, they shape shit. Tryna find my purpose, where my placement. I read that 80 to the day I made my exit.